welcome to Wolf Farms. I'm Dawn, also known as Knittin' Wolf.
And I'm James, also known as Wolf Photo. This podcast is brought to you by Wolf Farms. You can find us on the internet at wolffarms.net. We have Scent of the Month every month, and for the month of May, it is Cucumber Melon. So you get 25% off everything in our shop that is scented in that fragrance. Plus, we have other sale items as well. So swing on by, check that out. I'm sure you'll find something you'll enjoy. We got want to welcome new and returning viewers. Got to welcome you first. Thanks for joining us today. We have a very short list of segments for you this week.
Yeah, so don't blink. It's going to be over.
It's going to go quick.
Yep, we have farm happenings, in the coop, flown the coop, and roundup.
What?
Yeah, we don't have Farmer's Almanac this week because we've answered all of the questions that are in that thread. So if you want that resurrected. Do
you want to know more about us? Just ask your questions there. You could look through the prior questions and find answers on our past podcast, because I think you're just going through in order, so you can kind of figure out from there what question was asked and our answer to that. But if you're curious, just put it in there, and we'll answer it as best we can.
Yeah. Right. So farm happenings.
It's
been one busy week. It's
busy and
stressful.
Mother stressful here.
Yep, it's been doing college application and planning and
stressing,
getting the assessment tests at the college
and
stressing that up
and stressing.
I'm too young to have a college age kid.
Yeah, well,
I did have him when I was 5.
Yeah, we try that one. He's an accelerated grower.
Yeah. No, he wasn't a preemie ever.
Yeah. So the college stuff is happening. So this is all he's got to do his entrance exams, get placement there, he's already registered, so he is an accepted college student. So he's got his open enrollment coming up for the classes, and all of that is happening. So I think he's excited about it. I think someone is not as excited because I know you're stressing over that. So, but. We'll see how he does. He's kind of worried about the assessment test, and I told him that he'll be fine. And then he started to get upset. I was like worried. I'm like, it's okay.
You told him not to faint.
Well, I said the only way you're gonna fail is if you pass out on him. And so he's like, don't take me so.
Freaking out. So, I get to deal with the kid as he's telling, don't pass out.
I'm joking.
Like, see if I ever let you talk to the kid again.
I may not be the voice of encouragement. No, I was just joking with him because we joke, and he was obviously not. So I think after you took him up there, and because you actually went up there and there was an issue with doing the.
It took us an hour to find friggin' parking because 90% of it is reserved for staff. This place cannot have that much staff.
Well, that just means classes will be really easy to get because you have so much staff, huh?
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. So he's got to go back up. You're taking him Monday? Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Or today? Today, if you're watching the first day of the podcast, taking him up there to actually do his assessment testing, and you get immediate feedback on that. So he knows where he places. So he should get the green light to go into the basic classes that he needs to go, because he's just doing general ed because he's going to go on to 4-year, so he just needs to knock out all of. You can hear that our new addition to Wolf Farms is playing in our shipping box area. But no, so he'll get his assessment testing, should be able to get into the classes as long as they're available. That's kind of the the issue with the open enrollment is that everybody's trying to get those first classes, so it's just a matter of hoping there's availability and that he doesn't have to crash too many classes. So, but they have so much staff parking, it shouldn't be an issue. They have more staff than they have students, because obviously there's not a lot of parking.
And they're not marked very well, so you're sitting there waiting and waiting because you finally see someone walking out, so you kind of follow them with your car. And then it's like, oh, reserved.
It depends on which parking lot you're in. There's a lot of parking lots, so you could actually go by the track field.
That is like miles away.
It is closer than driving around for an hour in your car. You just walk through. It really isn't that far. So, I mean, that's one thing. There's a lot of parking there, but there's like 3 schools all at one location. So there's there's our junior college, 2, what did I just say?
College-y.
I'm like,
what?
I'm making up new words. No, there's the JC, the junior college, which is really what I meant to say. And then there's the 2 universities, a 4-year, all kind of located on that same area. So that's really packed with a lot of...
At least they have more signage now.
Signage to tell you where to go?
Dude.
Except for the parking?
Yeah. No, that's all labeled now, too, with numbers.
Oh, see.
Fancy.
So, yeah, so there's all sorts of excitement with college. Huh?
Yes.
But it'll be good once he gets going, and I think he'll have a good time.
Yeah, he did ask if I could continue teaching, and I'm like, legally, yes. No, I'm not.
No, he needs to move on.
Yeah, I need.
Yep. So he'll have a good time. Yeah. I think he just new situation, so he'll get used to it. He's adaptable.
He will be.
Yeah. So.
So since we came home from the assessment the other day after messing around with that, and so we thought, well, we didn't get that done, so we take Weasley for his first shots, and so yeah, that was more.
He's got some lungs on him, yes. From what I hear. I wasn't there, but I can almost hear him in LA.
The whole ride there in the vet, he finally got so tired because we were waiting for quite a while because it was really packed. He finally just passed out. But then, as soon as we're back in the car, it's the same.
Did you have him in a carrier, or were
you
just going? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Little. Yeah, Jimmy thought he would take him out and hold him for a minute.
That didn't work out so well. Well, when we brought him home, we just held him.
Yeah, he was still...
Yeah, he was curious more than anything. Yeah. Now he's comfortable and panicking. He's over here playing with...
raffia string.
Yep.
So, yeah, that was... So he's got the first round going, and he goes back in 3 weeks. And...
Yeah, he gets another round. Yeah. But, yeah, he's got a super personality. That's one thing. He struts around. He is not afraid of anything.
Nothing. He's fearless.
But he's a snuggler. He's like, he'll tear through here, and he and Dundee now are kind of playing together. The 2 youthful animals in our house here. So it's kind of funny, but he'll at night, I'll be sitting on the couch and he'll come and lay down and put his head on my arm and go to sleep, take a nap. Or he'll get down by the side of me and lay down. So, and he does that.
Or at nap time, he has to snuggle with Sadie or snuggle with Dundee. He has to lay with somebody.
Yeah, it's funny because I think Monday night we were sitting on the couch and Dundee was sitting over in his spot. And they still hadn't at this point gotten used to each other. And he walks over to Dundee and snuggles up with him. And Dundee's sitting like, what are you doing?
Eyes
He's like,
huge.
So I'm like, no, it's okay. And he laid there for a bit, and then he got down off the couch. He's like,
Then he's like,
So,
yep. But he plays with him way differently than he does the other cats. So that's...
Yeah.
He knows to be more gentler with him, so...
Yeah, because he tries to move the other cats, the bigger cats. Yeah. Of course, they're 20 pounds, they're good size. But he uses his nose and he's trying to, get them to play. And with him, he doesn't really do that. So, but it's funny. I wish I'd filmed him, because we made a cat tree. I'll get to that in a minute. But he tears up and down all that. And then Dundee's like sitting there, he's hiding around it. And Dundee's got his butt up in the air and he's like, so... Wish I'd filmed it because they were just having a good old time chasing each other. Hey, buddy, you want to be on the podcast?
They were ripping around the couch the other day, too, to make a
hey, there he is.
racetrack.
Yep,
Yeah,
there's
he's already grown just in a week.
Yeah, which is good. So, he is Mr. Curious, which is fine. But he's got a good personality. He's real active and friendly.
Yeah, and we call him Velcro Kitty because he'll just jump up on your leg, you know, even if you don't have pants or anything. It's
Yeah.
So it's like, ooh, ow.
Got string fuzz, cat fuzz.
Yeah. So,
But,
go on.
where are we putting the cat tree? That's the flown in the
Flown in
coop?
the coop.
Okay. I'll save that for later then.
Yeah, and then Friday, I think it was Friday. We were at work.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy and Dundee were outside, and cause Dundee loves playing ball, so we take him out every hour.
Oh
or
yeah,
more.
he loves playing ball.
He would just play ball all day long. So they were out there, and Dundee starts circling by our front door and front planter, you know, just doing this weird wide circle. So Jimmy comes in, he goes, Dundee's acting really weird. He acting like there was a snake out there, and he's laughing, and I'm like, huh. And I'm like, oh crap. So I went running, and, you know, because we have deadly snakes here, you know, and so I went running out there, and there was a snake, and I'm like, Jimmy, there is a snake, you know, because they blend right into the dirt, you know, until you're almost up on them, you don't see them. And this was a good 3.5 foot, you know, at least this big around. And I'm like, oh crap, you know, we hurried and get Dundee in, you know, checked him, make sure he didn't get bit or anything. And I think he just kept the wide.
Yeah, which is good.
Which is good because he's a mouth dog. You know, everything goes in the mouth, so it scared the crap out of us. So I'm like, okay, crap. My first instinct is shovel in half, you know, and I'm like, okay, well, it doesn't have rattles, so it's like somewhat of a good snake. Generally, no snake's a good snake, but a dead snake. So I'm like, okay, crap. Didn't want to wait for him because I didn't know where it would go to. So I thought, okay, I got an empty bucket that I used to mix up lotion in. So grabbed that, and I made Jimmy go get this rake, or, you know. You know, you couldn't see how big this thing was until it was lifted, and I'm like, if this thing comes slithering towards me, I'm going to drop and run like nobody's business. And so I opened the bucket, you know, Jimmy's like scooping it up, you know, helping me, and, you know, just like hurried, you know, and slammed the lid back on the bucket because they can climb up a bucket.
Oh yeah, the snake wrangling is usually my job, and I just call Don the snake wrangler because well, it was a gopher snake, and gopher snakes are good because they keep the rodent population down. They keep things in balance, right? If you kill off the gopher snakes, then you get too many mice and all that stuff. So that's a good thing. So
I
that's
just
why
wonder where his friends are.
That's why we.
But it was a cold day.
Yeah,
that's really
odd.
weird.
We had
never this close to the house.
We had rain Thursday, and it was cool. It was definitely cooler than the temperature you'd normally find snakes out.
Yeah.
Because when I got home, it was like, you know, it was cool. It was
60 or...
Yeah, it was cool, and cooler than when you would expect. Because usually they come out when it's 80 degrees or so. You know, that's usually the temperature because they're cold-blooded, so they kind of go where the temperature's right. So when it's cold, they don't normally come out because it's bad for them because they can't regulate their temperature, but which is kind of odd. So you wrangle them up and you...
5 acres...
We put him out in the...
out.
Yeah.
So the funny part was trying to unhinge the bucket because he was... You could just feel him moving when you're carrying this bucket. And I'm like, crap, how are we going to...
And you didn't save him for me either.
Yeah, he's like, take a picture. And I'm like, I didn't think of take no picture. Shoot, when we flung the lid off, you know, and it's a really grippy lid. I mean, they're hard to get off even when you know, we kind of squealed and... It fell over, so that was a good thing. And that was my leg. And so he slithered the opposite way of the house. He got nice and moisturized because there was still some lotion in there. So
Yeah, don't worry,
He won't
we-
have dry skin.
And don't worry, we washed the bucket now.
It's still.
Oh, you left it out there?
Out there.
Okay, time for a new bucket.
Yeah. That's my snake wrangling bucket now.
Yeah. Yep, that was a little...
That was. I think we both had the heebie-jeebies.
See, I
bad
could,
dreams.
to me, it doesn't bother me. I like reptiles, so.
No.
You got your own reptile. You get
Oh, yay.
Patrick. And then, I guess we'll wrap up the snake and go on to my doctor's appointment. Good segue. See, I'm going, we'll go from one...
We got a good doctor, though. He's not a snake.
No. But
Oh.
we were talking about a snake, and
Oh.
now I'm going on to my doctor's appointment.
Oh.
Segue from one subject to the other. But no, I had my quarterly diabetic doctor appointment, so I went Monday
Yep.
to go see him, and everything's good. Some adjustments, but that's about it. I'm still alive and ticking, so which is a good thing. But that I think is about it for farm happenings, because it's like a busy week, but
Whirling,
it all just blends together.
I think it's going to be that way till after graduation and everything.
Yeah. So on to farm happenings.
And the coop.
I mean, sorry, out of farm happenings into the coop.
So in the coop is my Planter's Punch Thea Coleman pattern, baby cocktails. This was a gift from Therese. And this is done with vintage, I always say that, Virgo Vintage DK. It's a machine washable blend. It has something. Acrylic, wool, and nylon. 290 yards. I really like this. I could see doing this because they got a bunch of great colors. It is a little fuzzy. I don't know if you can see. It's got a little bit of a halo fuzz. But other than that, I mean, it's really soft and so it's working out good. I mean, there are once in a blue moon you get like the ply is a little bit fatter than the other. That's like once in a blue moon. But, I like that it's washable so I can wear it. With all the animals, I can throw it in the washing machine.
No, you're almost done with that, aren't you?
So I finished the bottom. So I got that. And then one arm, and these are 3/4 length sleeves. Which I must have orangutan arms or something, because I had to go a good inch or more than what she calls for. Yeah. But that's what's great about knitting your own sweater is
you make adjust it.
Yeah. And then I would have had this side done, but I had started another project. So I'm almost done with that, and then it needs something around the neck, and then it's completely done. Well, besides being blocked. And then the back has the same pretty cables on it, so.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's almost done. And I got a lot of yarn left over. It's like a whole skein and a half.
Well, you got it for something
So
small.
that could be a hat or something.
Yeah.
My Stitched by Sasha bag.
Cool.
That'll be a flown the coop next week. So
A
then
flown.
since I got my awesome yarn bowl last week, I had to put a project in it so I could try her out. And this is the Appia Hillary Smith Callis pattern. And this was a gift from Amelia. Her and I are doing a knit along of this. It's Stitched by Sasha. She's already done one, so we have to catch up. Because I could see knitting this quite a few times. In fact, I already have yarn wound for more of these. And I just did a little bit.
You're doing this out of... This is Dancing Dog Dye Works?
Yeah, in her twist sock, and it was a mini Monster Mania color. Seuss-tastic. So yeah, I don't care for Dr. Seuss, but
the colors are cool.
Yeah, her colors are always cool. So here's the beginning of it. And the marker is just showing front from back. So size 7 Hayahayas. I love Hayahayas. So that's mainly all we use.
Yep.
They're nice and pointy, the interchangeable swirl, and
See, I need to invest in my own set. So when I'm doing my projects, I don't steal yours.
yeah, but you got so many other projects. And these patterns are so fun. I think I'm liking this one better than the Star Shower because you do the back and forth a lot longer. Because see, I still haven't even got to where you connect and go in the round.
Oh, okay.
But I do, I do go up a needle on her patterns because the neck opening, she must be that would be a tighter knitter? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, ooh, somebody's getting my toes. So yeah, this is really cool because I've never used a yarn bowl before, so yeah, it's all fun then.
Yeah, I had fun making it.
So, but this has to be done like at the dining room table or some knitting. Not much knitting got done this week, as you can see, because
we have a happy helper that
happy helper. Ooh, string, and he launches himself. I mean, he'll be over here, and you see a flying, like a little flying squirrel, and it's ooh yarn and then run. It's the quick grab, and toes are interesting.
Is he munching on them right now?
Yeah, he hasn't bit down yet. So, but yeah, so this, everything's had to be I can kind of work on my sleeves because I can have it tucked, because I was actually taught to knit under my armpit. Oh. So I've kind of had to revert back to that because if I need to hurry and let go, it's still there. So, yeah, I've had to meander things. And plus the full hour in the morning, he's awake.
Yeah.
And
he's rested and full of energy.
He loves the iPad, so when I have my pattern there, I can't do it either because he's wanting to play his little fish game or his...
Yeah, if I'm carrying my iPad, he's actually walking along trying to grab the iPad because...
he loves it.
Because we have little apps on there for the, where he scores points by killing the bugs, and the Friskies, I think, is the, has
Friskies
a couple...
app, yeah.
Cat apps on there for your iPad, and he loves those. It's funny because last night I was shutting the computer down, and he loves to climb on the computer. So I had the laptop there, and I had shut it down, but he came up, and he caught a glimpse of himself reflected in the laptop. And so he starts tucking his ears and growling at himself in that reflection, and he's looking around the back of the laptop screen trying to figure out, and he's like trying to attack himself almost, but he didn't know what to think. He was growling and but everything's...
He sends Sasha text. He'll be on the computer and you see all these things and...
He sees himself again and you're...
Yeah, an iPad. So, yeah, he's a handful.
Yeah.
So then I did some spinning. And I thought he would be more of a pain in the butt with that, but he was actually pretty good. I got him in his tired mode, so he just came over and sat there. And I'm spinning Freckle Face Fibers, Creamberry Tart. It's 50% Bombyx and 50% Merino. And I'm doing it as a single ply, and I'm going to grab another 4 ounce of something else to spin and then 2-ply them together because I like a lot of yardage, and so he's a little fuzzy wuzzy. So yeah, I just do the 15 minutes, and so a little bit every day.
Yeah.
Or try. So.
Well, I've got an in the coop.
Because
Yes, I have an in the coop too. Because when I'd shown Dawn's yarn bowl last week, it actually wasn't completely finished. So it could have gone in the coop. But basically, I had not finished the all of the clear coating on it. So This I'd finished up shortly. Actually, I finished it up after the podcast. So I normally do about 6 coats of clear on my things, and so I sanded it down, got it all finished up, did the last coat, so Donna could start her project on it, and had fun doing that. So I glued up some more wood, and I'm actually working on another yarn bolt. So this is actually Dawn's first one is maple with walnut stripes, and then I did this one is all walnut with a maple stripe, and I did some shaping on the outside edge. This one's got a J hook so that if you're above the bowl that the yarn still feeds right. So that might be why other people do it that way as well. So, but I'm having fun with making these. I got a pile of wood. Why not, you know? So this one I don't have the finish done. I got the first coat of clear on there. So it's just getting started. Like I said, I do about 6 or 7 coats on this, sanded in between each one, and then that'll actually be done for this bowl here. So, but no, I'm having a good time with that.
No, I'm just seeing this one truck keep going back and forth.
No. Lost. Look. So anyways, but yeah, so that's my in the coop, you know. So, you know, I've contemplated maybe making some for the shop, but I don't know. It depends if there's any interest in it, but you know, I guess if you're interested, you could say something in the thread, and I'll see if I can whittle up some more. But I'm having fun with the lathe. I got all the equipment on the wood lathe that I have to do the yarn bowl. So I was showered in wood chips yesterday, head to toe, because these were solid. These are actually solid, and I actually have to hollow these all out, you know, on the lathe, and do the whole outside, you know, shaping and stuff. And so yeah, it leaves a big mess, but it is fun. So that's my in the coop.
Yeah.
So next week that actually should be finished up, and I might have some more stuff. I might play with doing some drop spindle stuff too. So got a lot of gears turning, having fun, whittling.
So you sit there and glue all the wood together? Yeah,
I actually glue this up with waterproof glue. So I actually, you know, water won't keep it, because the glues that are water-based that are not waterproof, if you got this thing wet, may potentially separate. But when I glue up wood, I always use the waterproof stuff. It holds better, and you know, and that way, you know, there won't be any issues down the line. I know you'd mentioned maybe making some salad bowls and stuff. So I've been just having fun playing with the wood. So, but
it's a fiber.
That's it. Wood fiber.
Wood fiber.
Wood grains, huh?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I've got some other stuff that I'm gonna try playing with there.
I like how you have it.
Oh, the patterning.
Yeah.
The swirl.
The shaping. I don't know if that shows up on there.
Well, you can see it. It looks like almost like a bobbin or something.
Yeah.
You can kind of see it, but anyway, so that's what's in my coop. I was playing with that yesterday. Can't really do that while I'm on the couch watching TV, but
especially seeing
how much of it. Yeah, so it was fun having fun with that. So.
Yeah. So flown the coop.
Flown the coop. That's back to me again. With the addition of the new cat, you know, it's kind of funny because Dawn knows how my mind functions, right? And so, you know, she sends me up to look for a cat scratcher at Walmart, you know, and she knows that I'm kind of particular, and I have high standards for things.
See, I already know that they're just cardboard and
yeah. So I'm looking at this, you know, the different things that the pet section in there. I'm like, this is all just cardboard. I'm like, that's crazy.
Even the cheapest thing was $20.
Yeah, there was a $20 cardboard cat. I'm like, we got friggin' boxes here. You know, if the cat wants to scratch cardboard, I'll give him a free postal service box. Like, but he deserves better than that. You know, I'm like, well, let me go look. So I look for carpeted rug or mats or stuff like that. I'm like, I'll just make him a cat tree. You know, because that's how I roll. I got a lot of wood. May as well make a nice cat tree. So I got a couple sections of carpet, and I got some of the manila rope and stuff, and I had Jimmy come out and help me with it. But Jimmy and I built a little cat tree for Weasley there. So we got that all done. What day was that? That
Monday.
was Monday. That's right, because I had got back from my doctor's appointment, and we did that Monday afternoon. So got that all done up, and he loves it.
They all love
all the cats. I got to make some more because our big cats are.
They just want to lay on it.
Yeah, they get up on the top thing and they just kind of lay there. But he uses this because we got it behind our couch. He kind of uses that as a launching ramp to go up and over the couch, and he's no fear kind of thing. But he'll sit there and he'll be hanging from it and climbing up it. I'm like, okay, that's good. So we got that all done. But Jimmy did a good job. You know, I had him out there cutting up the boards and helping get the carpeting all down and stuff. So that's kind of Jimmy's flown the coop as well. Yeah. Farmer Jim. Good stuff. Cat likes it. That's all that matters.
Yep.
A whole lot better than cardboard.
So
I guess we're into Roundup. Roundup already. Wow.
Yeah.
So
we have our Hatch and Knit every month, and that's where you can enter to win Wolf Farm gift certificate, and that's where you can enter knitting, crochet, spinning, weaving, any project you finish. Doesn't matter when you start it, just that it's finished, post a picture, and at the end of the month you could be drawn to be one of the winners.
Yep. I guess that's it. Don't forget.
I'm wondering why he's crying.
No, he's probably trying to get to Jimmy. Don't forget, you can get a free Wolf Farm Video Podcast button with any paid order at wolffarms.net. Just put in the comment section during checkout that you would like one of those, and we'll be happy to stick one of those in your package when we're shipping that off. Don't forget, we still have the buy two, get one free on the 4-ounce lotions, and cucumber melon 25% off till the end of May. So I think that about does it.
So until next time,
let's get cracking and hatching it. Bye, y'all.